Morning friends, I've been to Hobbycraft this morning. It's where I buy quite a bit of material. I've been using, for the acrylics, I've been using the big, where has it gone? The big A3 sketchbook, C. White of Brighton. And one of my friends on YouTube has been asking me questions about it. So I'll read out what it says on here rather than put a photograph on. C. White of Brighton, Carnet de Croquis, Schismbruch, sketchbook, all media, acid-free cartridge paper. Well, I wouldn't recommend it for oil painting, but for sketching maybe. So this one is A3, and it's 150 grams, and 50 sheets in here. Well, I think there are. And I wanted 1.5 size, so I've got one. I've got the A4. I've bought a couple of them. They're only cheap, £5 each. You can buy them on online. Either go on eBay or go straight to C. White of Brighton. All their stuff is in a very nice display, and buy it from the cheapest place. I paid £5 a book for these, and they're very good. It's handmade paper, and I can use it for the half place instead of using the big one. I keep the big book for the big paintings, or the large. Relatively is relative, isn't it? So I put a bit of masking tape around here, and where's my measurer? There we are. So we've got 9 3/4 inches, or 25 centimetres by 15, just over 15 centimetres, 15.5 centimetres. So that's a nice, simple size to do. That way I can do, instead of doing 2 for the price of 1, I could do 2 separate videos. I bought also some cheap graduate acrylics. They're looking out cheap, so they're in big, huge boxes. I don't know whether they're good quality. Well, they're good quality, but whether they are on their sell-by date or what. So I got another titanium white. I've got quite a lot of titanium white now, and I've got another yellow ochre. So I've got 2 tubes of that. They're 120ml tubes, and they're only £2.25 a tube. They've reduced the price since I bought some several weeks ago when I bought the big A3 sketchbook, and some more Payne's Grey. I've got Payne's Grey in a tub as well, but I like these. I should have probably got another one. So I'm well catered for, but I couldn't see a great range of acrylics, like at the nice prices, the proper prices. So I'm stuck with the cadmium red for the time being. So, Loose B, I hope you can get all the information in French, because she's French, or he's French. But I'm happy to answer any questions, all part of the fun. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I can, well, I think I will. I can use my big block. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I can work from my sketches, and so I'm not working from anybody else. I'm just doing these. Let's see what we'll do. See, this is why I built the book, so that I've got a compendium of what I've done that I can work for without having photographs. So, and when I'm 6 feet under, then my children can fight over the book. But I like these practicing texture, so that's what we'll do. Let's move that around a bit. I could make this bigger, but then I won't be able to get the the palette on, so it's a bit of a compromise. So the usual colours: cadmium red, ultramarine, Payne's grey, yellow, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, and white. The white probably it's a bit jellified. It doesn't last longer than a day in this heat anyway. So I'm just going to remove it and pour out some more before we start. It just goes to sort of a jelly. Oh, right, let's put some more of this now. This is my old tube. That's my tube. So there's a bung some of that. My wife's gone to a funeral for a friend, so I've got the house to myself. Let's just take the bits off of this because it forms an acrylic plastic lump, because acrylic is plastic. And the lovely thing is, when I've finished the videos, I can varnish the painting with PVA glue, dilute. You do it a couple of times, you get a good finish, so that I go right over the edge, and it becomes plastic, and you've got a plastic painting, which even when you varnish it, you can work over it as well if you want to. Now that's all varnished, all nice and smooth. So let's go in with this worn. I didn't have any of these Pro Art brushes, so I'm going to have to go online to Curtis Reed or Ken Bromley or someone to buy a couple. Got a cup of coffee here with me. It's a very warm, muggy day today. We're promised a bit of rain, but we've got plenty of sun so far, but it's clouded over. So we're painting clouded over sky. So here we go. So we'll have a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of ochre, and a lump of white. Don't like that colour. Now this paper is primed. Well, it's sized to help the paper not buckle so much. I didn't like that green, so I done a green sky. Paint it out. A bit of blue in there, because we've got some bits of blue in the sky. So. The skies don't take long, but if you sort of do a bit here and just work it to death, then go on to another bit, just treat the whole painting as a whole, work all over. Right, we'll just have to change that to a bit of blue overhead. I shouldn't have used that yellow ochre so early, but I'll tell you. Right, let's get some texture in there now. I haven't finished the sky, but I just want to let it dry because it's starting to buckle a bit. But I really do enjoy doing these. I don't want to go back to painstaking detail. I want to create impressions. Right, okay, let's get a bit of blue, bit of Payne's. Alright, let's get some nice colour in there. We can go back on the sky. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 colours. 4 colours with Payne's grey and white. They're the opposites. So Payne's grey is not quite black, but it's a very deep blue black. And I love it. So let's get some nice yellow. Now that yellow is just a bit of that cadmium yellow with white mixed in. But now you can just add the colour to that bit of yellow and a bit of red. And that red is very, very strong. So we'll just put that in. Just a quickie. But I think if you can do something like this quickly, as a beginner, it will give you encouragement to realise that painting isn't for the few, it's for the many. And it's creating a piece of art, primarily. Oh, it's obvious what that is. Let's put in some bit of this in there. Oh, just bang it in. Go out, because what you put down, you can change. You can change very quickly. Mixing a bit of black with that, just to get that contrast back a bit. Got a bit of blue on there. All right. Get some red back in that, and some yellow, and some white, of course. Look, a nice bit of warm colour. I might put a bit of blue in there. Oh, nice, lovely light colour to counter change against the dark. No greens, not yet anyway. Texture, not detail, texture from now on. Right, I can add to that. We get some red in there. Just a bit of sky. I just finished my coffee. Not a lover of coffee, but when it goes a bit cool, you can drink it. Cold tea is horrible. Oh, I'll go back into that. I'll put some more colour in. Right. Get a bit of a darker blue in here. Right, let's get a bit of dark, a bit of light down the bottom. Right, that's not bad, Sky. What you're seeing are three ridges there that are reflecting the light. Can't do much about that, I'm afraid. Get some blue. Right, there's a bit of work on that foreground now. So a bit of red. Ah, nice bit of orangey, warm glow. Remember, we're making a bit of art if we can, not a portrait of anything in particular. We're just using the paints to have fun with. Now let's get a nice bit of light now. Right, let's mix some greys with Payne's grey, red, bit of white, and a bit of that. And you can just scumble over the damp paints and create a mood. Now what I don't really do is it's a bit more dark. So we'll have dark blue, I think, and a bit of red and a bit of white. We could have some poppies. Let's put some poppies in there. Got a brush here, the poppy brush. Put it into the red. And then we can add some white. All these sort of meadow flowers. No portraits though, but just putting some little white flowers and some yellow flowers. Got some white back in there. Just reminds me of the boardwalk in Mordenhall Park and the wetlands. Okay, well, ooh, what have we done there? Ooh. Ah, that's right, I've got the brush all mucked up. So let's get the Pro Art brush, paint the varnish brush, shake the water out. Bit of nice light yellow. Right, want some nice light clouds in there now. So we'll use a bit of ochre, a lot of white, because that ochre is pretty strong. Right, let's get that, so a bit of blue black. Payne's grey mixed with a bit of blue. No, I don't like that. Right, okay, well there's a little bit. Trouble is we've got a bloody great tree there, haven't we? Right in the middle. So we don't like that, so we'll take that out. Well, we won't take it out, but we'll balance it up. We'll pull the eye over to the left. Oh, just playing with it. They all mean something to someone. This cloud. Right, okay, let's take the paper, this paper off without pulling the surface off. Now, this paper, it's good if you've got a hairdryer just to dry it. Well, not dry it, but warm it up, and you'll find that it will flow much better. It will unpeel, should I say, peel much better. It'll soften the glue. But we're okay so far. Now I'll get this varnished and uploaded, and I'll do another one, some other view. Let's get that going. Oh look, that's pulled a bit up. Well, what do we do from here? We get a little bit of paint and fill the hole. And it's that sort of a dusky bit. Yeah, done. Right, so I'll show you. I'll just do the bottom bit. So take your headphones off, or put your hands over your ears. Oh, see how easy that was? Well, not that easy, but that is nice. I'll eat my words. Right, okay, well it did take off a bit, but look, it's only a fine surface bit. But by the time that's varnished, who will know? So I hope you like that little exercise, folks. That's all it is. It's a sketchbook. These are sketches, but they're sketches from my head, not from looking at anything other than my previous painting of it, which is totally different. I'll show you. There's the top one I was working from. The top one. That's there we are. So they're two totally different pictures. So there we are. I'll photograph that as well. So I'll see you in half an hour or so. Bye bye.